So this guy might be a little bit easier, the mythical Gygus, because his magic isn't all that high, but he has Miragi Dyne just in case. With the entire party on heal support and you just attacking, it should be relatively easier, especially even if Mitsuru goes down. You know, it's like it should still be relatively easy. It's a matter of making sure that the boss is constantly has debuffs on it, which will be Akihiko's role in the fight, and then you just taking advantage of those debuffs as well as buffs on yourself, like Masuku Kaja, which is what you have.
Yeah.
You're gonna immediately want to cast that, like at the start of the fight. Akihiko will debuff. Yukari and Mitsuru will heal, and I don't know if they have debuffs, but if they do, then they can do them. Otherwise, they'll just be making little pot shot attacks every now and then.
Okay.
So like they'll be like a white mage trying to contribute to the DPS every now and then.
Hey man, it works.
It helps. It was Mabufu.
Yeah.
My Bufu. Other than that, I think it's just attack. And if you get a critical hit, then you can do an all-out attack for about 400 damage. Which is nice.
Cool.
And the enemy only has 2,000 HP.
Oh, nice.
Get that XP.
Got it, boy.
Dude, I'm actually, like, pretty excited for patch 3.4.
Me too. Just like every patch.
The story I'm super excited for, because we're moving on from Dragon Song War. You know, like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Dragon Song War was awesome. Like, it felt like we were actually doing something, you know? Like, we were actually changing the course of a centuries-long war.
Yeah.
Which was awesome.
You know,
I want to know what's going on with the Warriors of Darkness.
I know it was like a complaint, but I kind of wish they padded out some of the story. Is that weird?
You mean like they made it longer?
Yeah, like I don't like how it's just like...
It's just over?
2 hours long, maybe?
Well, it's not just over. I mean, I know it seems like that, but they did that epilogue near the end where they explained what happened afterwards, because it's presumed that after we defeat Nidhogg, you know, like weeks to months pass after that, where they set up the new council.
Oh,
and
I didn't get that part.
Yeah, like we know Amaric's part of the new council. He didn't want to be part of the new council, but they're like, yeah, you're going to be part of the new council.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
All of that was established like months after, and then, you know, Estinian fucking runs away. Like
for some reason that didn't hit me.
It's been like time has passed.
Yeah.
It's kind of difficult to...
I think it's just like...
It's very difficult to establish that in an MMO when they don't really have a way of telling you, oh, well, it's the year, you know, whatever.
Give me a black screen with 3 months later or something. No.
It kind of would have been cool if they said that, you know, months pass and this happens. But no, it's like months have passed since that happened.
Oh, yeah, this guy.
It's just they don't want to explicitly say that, because then it would be weird if you were hanging out with people who haven't defeated Nidhogg.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's like they're living in the past and you're in the future. But Guild Wars does that. Guild Wars 2 does that, where it's like, well, if you're at this part in the story, you are in this year. And you can still interact with people from previous years. It's just like they don't care as much. But I think Final Fantasy cares a little bit more about its continuity.
This appears to be just the beginning.
That's hard to do for an MMO, though.
Yeah, it is hard to do. It is. Reason it works for Guild Wars 2 is because they have a little menu that you can just press a button and you can see what year you're in.
Oh.
in the lore. So that's why that works for them. And you can actually see on a timeline which events took place during each year. So, I mean, that works. But Final Fantasy doesn't have that, and I don't think they want to do that. They just kind of want to have you guess how long each era was.
Yeah.
You know? So, I'm guessing at this point in the story that we're at, it's probably been a couple years since the beginning of A Realm Reborn. Like, it has to be. Because so many things have happened. Like, we can't be only 5 years after the calamity still. No way.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's a way for us to be still only 5 years past the calamity. I think it's been like probably 6 or 7 years since the calamity. Maybe even 8.
Yeah.
But they're not going to say that because that would get confusing.
I want to fight Alexander again.
We're gonna be doing that every week again.
Yep.
Till we have the full gear.
Until we
I'm thinking I
win,
might actually
first of all, because the first few weeks are going to suck.
Oh, yeah. I might actually get the tank gear from Alexander.
Yeah, I'm getting the ninja gear from it.
Instead of the healer.
Yeah, I'm just going to get the scripture healer gear. Even though it doesn't look that
probably
great,
gonna get the
honestly.
scripture. I'm gonna get the scripture machinist gear just because it's. I like the machinist gear a little bit better than the tank gear for the scripture, and I've kind of just decided I'm gonna equally have Dark Knight and machinist as my two mains, and I'll just kind of doesn't really matter if one's higher than the other.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go for world first progression, so it's not a huge deal to me. And it doesn't seem like we'll need to have the top of the line gear to do, like, say, Sophia Extreme. Which that fight looks beautiful.
Yeah, that looks cool.
But
yeah, it'll be a good patch.
Oh man, I should tell you.
I can't wait.
I should tell you
the Google library. What?
Let me Google that for you.
Let me Google that for you. Fucking. Fuck off.
I hate them so much.
Fuck off.
I should tell you where my group is in my local D&D game, where I'm doing the campaign based on 14.
Yeah.
You know what they did this week?
What?
They just met Alpha Node. We've been playing this campaign for over a year.
How are you gonna get anywhere?
I actually looked ahead in the A Realm Reborn storyline, and I figured out that there was quite a bit of fat I could trim. Like, you know the part where you're about to go fight Titan, and you have to go around and do these menial chores for the Company of Heroes? That's fucking... I'm throwing that out the window. I'm cutting down the Dryad, or not Dryad, the Sylph thing, where the Sylphs kind of have you run around for a bit and, like, save this one Sylph who ran away, and then you have to go figure out where the Elder is because they told you the Elder was there, but as it turns out, she's been missing for days. And then you find out that she's in the 1,000 Miles of Todorok. Like,
our favorite dungeon.
There's a lot of shit I'm gonna have to cut out. 1,000 Miles of all the dungeons, I'm gonna cut them down as well. Good. I'm gonna make the dungeons take 1 session to do, maybe 2 at the most if they, drag their feet. But it's just Hawk Manor. They just did Hawk Manor. It was out of order, yes, but I wanted it to make. I wanted to give him something to do, and I was like, fuck it, Hawk Manor. Which may have been the single biggest mistake I could have done.
Why?
Because it's full of demons, right? Hawk Manor was full of Void Scent.
Yeah.
So I kept that consistent. I used Abyssal Creatures. Abyssal Creatures are real strong, and they almost died a couple times. And basically the week after that, they, 4 out of 6 of my players wanted to change their character.
Damn.
So I think Hawk Manor was a mistake, but I learn. We move on. The weird thing is that those 4 people, they all found the Final Fantasy XIV D&D class compendium, where that one person did homebrew classes for every single job in Final Fantasy XIV for D&D 5th edition.
Mm-hmm.
And they all wanted to be classes from that.
Oh, wow.
So they're all, 4 of them are Final Fantasy XIV jobs in my Final Fantasy XIV D&D campaign.
That's pretty great.
One of them, who was a rogue before, who didn't like rogue because he felt like he wasn't doing enough damage, which is bullshit.
Yeah, really?
He was doing 30 plus damage a turn, which is really good. He just didn't like...
Why do you complain about that?
I told him no. He told me I didn't feel like I was doing enough damage, and I stopped him and said, "No, you were doing plenty of damage. I know what you didn't like about rogue. You didn't like having only 1 attack per round, because rogues don't get extra attack. They only get the 1 attack per round. And
Yeah.
if they whiff the attack, then they're out of luck. It's because they have sneak attack, and sneak attack does so much damage, and it's so easy to get. That's why they don't need an extra attack. And he didn't like that. So it's like, that's fine. Rogue playstyle doesn't work for you, you can change. That's totally fine. I care more about my players having fun. That's fine. He chose Dark Knight. Because, and he literally described it, I was like, why did you choose Dark Knight? He's like, because Dark Knight seemed like the coolest. I'm like, oh, you fucking edgelord. And he basically said, like,
What
yeah,
an
I just want...
edgelord.
And he actually said, like, all of my armor has edges all over it. It's like
Oh my
spikes
God,
and
that's so
shit
dumb.
everywhere. And I'm like, this fucking asshole. Yeah, he just really wanted to be an edgelord. But he's Dark Knight, and he chose the Ebony Champion archetype for it, which is more about martial prowess. The Dark Knight archetypes are actually pretty interesting. They have the martial, you can be martially focused, like dealing more damage with your sword. Like that archetype gets blood weapon, where, you know, you hit something and you get MP back.
Yeah.
Except in this one, in D&D, the way they did it is that they expend their hit dice to use their abilities. So if they wanted to use like their dark side ability, they have to expend hit dice to empower their attacks. And then if they use blood weapon, once they get blood weapon, they can regain hit dice more often, so they can do more damage with dark side. So it's a cool, like, synergistic ability. But he chose that. The other archetypes were like Abyss Channeler, which is the one that gets all of the like magical abilities, like Salted Earth and Shadow Skin and Abyssal Drain, all those abilities. Except it was
Level 50.
It was modeled after the monk archetype for the elemental thing, and that monk archetype was really underpowered. So by extension, that Dark Knight archetype is really underpowered, and I need to look at that and sort of rearrange it so that people can enjoy it if they want to play that for my campaigns, and if I want to play that in like my friends' campaigns, because they allow homebrew stuff.
Yeah.
I just need to rebalance it a little bit and use the remastered Way of the Four Elements.
All right, I'm gonna start
thing.
climbing up floors.
Yeah, you got level 50. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good start. You might want to. Nah,
I just don't want to get tired before the boss.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I want to at least climb a few floors. But
we should get a 160.
Yeah. That sounds cool.
Anyway, and then the last one, they actually have 3 archetypes per class, I believe, and the third one is always like a unique thing that they made up. They didn't base it on like any 14 gameplay stuff. They just made up their own archetype, so you can have something completely different. Like, for instance, one of the other players who was a paladin is an Astrologian now.
Oh, nice.
And, you know, they have the Star Globe, they have the deck, but they chose the third archetype that's not based on him. And also the archetypes, you like the archetypes for the Astrologian. The archetypes are Nocturnal Sect and Diurnal Sect.
Mm-hmm.
So they just made the stances different archetypes, which
That's
is pretty cool. And they actually do, like, I believe it's Nocturnal Sect that has barriers, right? Or is that healing?
It's Nocturnal.
Yeah, so Nocturnal Sect, it actually says, like, okay, whenever you heal someone with Nocturnal Sect, you grant them temporary hit points equal to this amount. So it's like they have a barrier.
Yeah. Cool.
It's this really cool thing, like, they actually worked it in. Diurnal Sect is like all your healing spells get extra healing, because Diurnal is about that.
Yeah.
Or they get a regen effect. The last archetype, though, is called Fortune Teller. And it's all about constantly drawing your cards. Like, normally an Astrologian, say at 5th level, only has 5 draws per day. They can only draw a card 5 times per day.
Mm-hmm.
And once they've used that, they have to take a long rest, or they can't draw anymore. The Fortune Teller, I think, starting at 5th level, gets double the amount of draws per day.
Oh, nice.
They also get access to, believe that they get access to like more stuff that boosts their draw effect. I know that one of them was like called like stacked deck, where the way that they determine which card you draw, you roll a d6.
Yeah,
because
that
there's
makes
only
sense.
6 cards you can draw.
Yeah.
For them with stacked deck for fortune teller, you roll 2d6 and you select which one you want.
Oh, cool.
So you
That
have a
sounds
little
good.
bit more, you know,
Oh,
you have a little bit
fuck.
more
Okay,
say
cool.
on what you draw for your group, which is pretty cool. And they didn't overpower the the cards either. Like, they're pretty strong. Like, don't get me wrong. The balance, for the balance, you deal an extra 1d6 damage for all of your attacks, whoever has that buff. And the cards last for a number of rounds equal to your wisdom modifier, I think. So, like, say your wisdom modifier is 3, it only lasts for 3 rounds. So it's balanced in that regard, which is kind of neat. And they do get like stuff like spread and Royal Road.
Yeah.
And all
Might
those
need your help,
things.
by the way.
What
Are
are
these weak
these?
to
Yeah.
yeah.
are
Regal
these?
Mothers?
Regal Mother
Is it electricity?
is weak to Zeo and Mudo.
Oh, okay. That sounds fun, though.
But I mean, like, it's really, really cool. I actually kind of threw away these 14 homebrew stuff because I looked at the Machinist, and the Machinist was really underpowered. Like, that needs work.
Yeah.
The
that's what you
Machinist
were
is
working
super
on?
underpowered. That's the one I was working on as a homebrew, and I
Yeah.
think mine's a lot more interesting. I might be a little biased, but the Machinist that they have is really boring. Like, first level is like covering fire, and it's like you don't have to use your reaction when you ready. You know, like in D&D 5e, you can ready an action, and you can basically what you do is say, I'm gonna ready my attack for if this person comes into my view again. Like, okay, say it's like 5 turns later in the round, and that person comes back into view, and you're like, all right, you can do your attack. When you do that attack, you have to use your reaction to fulfill that readied action.
Oh.
All covering fire does is, when you ready an action, you don't have to expend your reaction when you fulfill your attack or your action. That's your first level ability as a Machinist.
Can you look up this guy for me?
Cool. Growth Relic is weak to strike.
And just hit it?
Yeah, strike attacks. So you have to have a blunt attack.
Oh, yeah.
So look through your persona. Is Mighty Swing?
Heat Wave, maybe? No, Mighty Swing is not.
Okay. Heat Wave might.
I just want one.
Oh, Rebellion totally is, or Kill Rush. On the Stone Guardian. I'm pretty sure those
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think the work
yeah.
you did on the Machinist was good.
Well, yeah, the first level is supposed to be like you get a core class feature that makes it unique, you know?
Yeah.
But, okay, I don't have to use my reaction when I ready an action. Cool. And then I think the second level is you get, when you use Tinker Tools, you don't... it's like you can use your proficiency with Tinker Tools to disable mechanical traps. That's your only second level ability
That
as a
sounds
Machinist.
fun.
That's fucking like, when is that? What if your DM never uses traps? That's never.
That sounds pretty
I
lame.
I barely use traps.
Yeah, you don't use traps that often.
Like, I've used them like maybe twice in your campaign with the Saturday group. Like,
Lame. Sorry.
it's pretty bad. You gotta have something. It's like how the Ranger started out as like this really focused class that barely got used. Oh no. I could tell you what the draw effects for the Astrologian do, though. They're actually pretty cool.
Sure.
The balance, bonus 1d6 damage on all damaging effects, so even spells. Everything just deals... everything from that person deals an additional 1d6. The bowl, AC increased by 2. The arrow...
That's really good,
your base
actually.
walking speed... What?
I said that's really good, actually.
Yeah, it is. Your base walking speed increases by 10 feet
That's cool.
for the arrow. That's good for like a monk or a rogue.
Yeah.
The spear. You may make an extra attack action.
Really?
Yeah. Because the spear normally increases your attack speed, your skill speed.
Isn't that the arrow?
So it's either the arrow or the spear that do that.
The spear does,
Is it spell speed?
No, the spear does... It makes your things go faster.
Oh, it's your recast timer goes faster. Yeah. Okay, then yeah, it's relatively the same thing. It's just slightly... works out slightly
Well,
different.
your, what is it called?
The arrow increases your skill speed, right?
Yeah.
And then the spear decreases your recast timer for all abilities.
Yeah, for
Well, the
abilities,
spear
yes.
in this one is you may make an extra attack. It's like having haste, a limited version of haste.
Yeah, that's cool.
The Ewer restores one level 2 or one level 1 or 2 spell slot for a spellcaster.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good because you can use it on yourself.
Yeah.
And then the Spire restores one non-spell slot resource to an ally. So, for instance, the fighter's maneuver dice, a bard's combat or inspiration dice, or a monk's key points. It restores 1 point of that.
Oh, nice.
So, like a resource that they have to feed on. It doesn't work on stuff like Channel Divinity or the fighter's action surge, but that's still pretty good. It's another thing that keeps the fight going. And Fortune Teller draws a lot of these cards.
Yeah. Oh,
And
God,
the only
what
thing
the
is that
fuck?
in the description for the class, they actually said
these guys.
they said they didn't specify if you could stack buffs on someone. And I ruled, yeah, one person can only have one card effect on them. You can't stack multiple
That'd be
buffs
amazing,
on someone.
though.
That would be ridiculous. It'd be a little ridiculous. It's like how someone can't have multiple bardic inspiration dice on them. It's the same thing, I would say. It's like if they have a card effect on them, they can't have multiple card effects on them.
Yeah.
Let alone multiples of the same
Oh my God,
card.
this guy's dead.
Just Marin Karin.
What do I want?
But they're pretty cool looking. And then the Royal Road effects. When you convert the balance or the bowl, potency of the next card is increased. You double the value of the effect. So for instance, if you use that and then you use balance right after, bonus increases to 2d6. AC increases to increased by 4 with the bowl.
Oh, what the fuck is that? Sorry.
Oh, that was that fucking tiger, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was a tiger. I mean, something's cool. They get time dilation at level 20. Do you really want him? Do you
Fusion.
really need him?
I can always get anything back. I have 1.1 million yen.
Yeah.
So, fusion.
But yeah. Astrologian's pretty good.
Sounds like it.
One guy who was a trickster cleric is now a black mage. Which I was surprised to find out it's not a wizard archetype. They made it more like a sorcerer. Where you can cast spells and shit, but you can augment your spells with spell augmentation points. And he chose the Inflictor one, which is more debuffs.
Really?
Yeah, he chose debuffs and shit.
Oh, God. Still have 7 freaking floors to go.
And the last person who was a monk, which I was surprised because they seemed really happy with their class, but they were a monk. Now they're a ninja.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
Yeah, which is weird. And the ninja is cool because they worked in the mudra, the ninjutsu.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
So at 3rd level, you gain access to 10.
But
At 9th level, you get access to chi. And at 13th level, you get access to jin.
do you see what's in front of me right now?
Yeah. Isn't that great?
Oh, my God. Fucking, I let him go.
Oh, no.
Oh, well. But,
It was too good to be true.
oh, damn.
But they get different abilities, like Fuma, the Fuma Shuriken, casts Ice Knife. It doesn't actually say how many... I don't think it says how many times they can do ninjutsu. Oh no, it's equal a number of times. Oh, you may use each mudra a number of times equal to half your rogue level rounded down. Wait, each one? That's a lot. So you could use Ice Knife at 5th level or 6th level. You could use Ice Knife 3 times. Okay. But yeah, they get Shukuchi to teleport. But the ninjutsu work very similarly. Raiton allows you to cast Lightning Bolt at half the maximum range. Fuma casts Ice Knife. Katon casts
my
Fireball
God, dude.
at half the maximum range. You found another one?
There's 2 on 1 floor.
Shit.
I've never seen that before. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but like, damn.
Doton and Suiton do different shit, though. They had to make up like their own spells for it.
Yeah,
Huton casts Haste, which makes sense.
that makes sense.
They get Trick Attack at 13th level. When you make an enemy, you make an attack with sneak attack, you may expend 1 use of each mudra to perform Trick Attack. On a successful attack roll, the target becomes vulnerable, causing all attack rolls to have advantage against the creature for 1 round,
Nice.
beginning after your action. And then at 17th level, they get Kasatsu. Once a day as a bonus action after using a ninjutsu, you may use a second ninjutsu, which requires 1 fewer mudra. That's actually pretty...
Why is this
Pretty
bitch
balanced.
leveling up so much?
So you could use Huton and then immediately as a bonus action use Raiton.
I want ice boost.
Pretty cool. Ice Boost. Do you ever use Sarasvati?
Yeah, I use it all the time. It's my
Really?
ice user.
Okay.
I have 2 of these things now. What the fuck?
Well, you know, it's fine.
I was hoping for a good weapon for me. Actually,
It's
did
fine.
I use it? Probably not, but that'd be cool. Whoops.
You know.
No. It's the one weapon I can't use. Oh man.
There are 3 of them. Strike first.
I need to look at the rules for guns. They have a monk archetype called Way of Ralger. Instead of making a whole monk class, they just made it an archetype.
Yeah.
The enemies
You get Grease Lightning.
Oh my god. How many
At
stacks,
3rd level,
bro?
you can benefit from Grease Lightning. Your onslaught of attacks has reached deadly efficiency, allowing you to enter a state of flow.
If you don't
If you
attack
use
for 1
Flurry of-
round, you're fucked.
If you use Flurry of Blows and successfully attack your target with both unarmed attacks, you may make an attack roll for 1 more unarmed attack. That's pretty good.
My skill level has
You just, if you hit with both of your unarmed attacks with Flurry of Blows, get 1 more.
Yeah.
And then you get Touch of the Elements. At 6th level, you have learned a variety of elemental attunements which dictate your day. When you complete a long rest, you must select one of the following boons. You receive the benefits of that element until you complete a long rest. You may only change your selected benefit after a long rest. Hands of Earth. You gain proficiency in wisdom ability checks, which you do not already have proficiency in. You may choose to change the damage of your unarmed strikes to poison for the purposes of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magical attacks and damage. Hands of Wind. You gain proficiency in dexterity ability checks, which you do not already have proficiency in. You may change the damage of your unarmed strikes to lightning for the purposes of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magical attacks. And Hands of Fire is strength ability checks, and you can change your damage to fire. At 11th level, you get Forbidden Chakra.
Oh, wow.
You have gained a significant understanding of the Fist of Rhalgr style. After connecting with a successful Grease Lightning Strike, you may spend 2 key points to deliver a finishing blow. Dragon Kick. A leaping corkscrew kick aimed at the target's head, dealing 2d8 bludgeoning damage. The target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, all attacks have advantage against that target for 1d4 rounds.
1d4?
Yeah, 1d4 rounds. You roll a d4.
That's pretty crazy.
Elixir Field. You leap into the air above your target and unleash a wave of ki energy downward, suspending yourself in the air as you burn all creatures within a 10-foot radius, centered on you with raw energy. Affected creatures make a dexterity saving throw, receiving 4d8 radiant damage on a failed save and half as much on a successful save. Howling Fist. You crash your fist into the ground with tremendous force, causing a shockwave of ki-powered explosions to travel in a 15-foot line in front of you. Affected creatures make a dexterity saving throw, receiving 4d8 fire damage on a fail and half as much on a success. And last one is Tornado Kick. You leap into the air and deliver a series of swift but powerful kicks to your target, creating a small localized tempest. The creature makes a strength saving throw, receiving 4d8 bludgeoning damage on a failed save, and are knocked back 10 feet and half as much on a successful.
God damn it, you Corey.
And at, I don't know when they get perfect balance, but they get perfect balance at some point. You may use any of the abilities offered by the Forbidden Chakra at any time at the cost of 2 extra key points. You may only do this once per long rest. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, bro. Sorry, I got distracted. This bitch. Do you see this bitch? This bitch.
The enemies return to normal. I summon thee. I failed to finish it off. Go, Akihiko.
Ah, jeez. Just kill him.
That wasn't close.
But yeah. They did all that. And they fucking blindsided me too, because they just told me like when I walked in the door. So like, hey, 4 of us are gonna change our characters, okay?
That's
Okay.
that's pretty crazy.
Okay. Sure.
Sounds like it worked out though.
There are 3 of them.
It's fine. I think they might like their new characters a little bit more, which is always the good thing that I care about,
Yeah.
even if it threw my story into disarray for a session.
Oh.
Because I had to write in why 4 of their characters would leave and why 4 new characters would just show up.
Okay, that's kind of a pain.
That was a great battle.
The way I did it, because they went back to Minfilia, at the Waking Sands. they're in that loophole, or they're in that big fucking hole right now of just going back to the Waking Sands.
Stop giving me
when they went,
fucking Koromaru weapons.
they love Koromaru. This must be a sign.
Might
Bring
be a
Koromaru
sign.
more often. But they went back to the Waking Sands, and Minfilia was like, "Oh, where's everybody else? I was gonna have them meet some people." They're like, you know, they quit. They quit adventuring. She's like, "Oh, well, that sucks. I guess. Well, I'll go talk to them and see if they're all right, just to make sure."
3 of them.
But I was gonna have your groups work together, you know, cooperate together. And then she introduces the 4 new adventurers and be like, "Yeah, I wanted you guys to work together because you were all really powerful, and all of you working together would have been great. But I guess, you know, I guess this works out either way. So I mean, it worked out because it was good timing. They just went back to the Waking Sands, but
Yeah.
yeah. So
Mahamon.
Mahamon. Oh man, that's pretty good.
What should I get rid of, bro?
I would get rid of.
Probably Growth 2.
Nah, that's actually pretty good. I would get rid of. What does Marakukaja do?
Defense, which is pretty good.
Get rid of Tarukaja.
Yeah.
You have, I think you have Ma Tarukaja on Kuholan. So that's fine.
Okay, I just want to find the stairs at this point. I'm gonna go.
What's the likelihood now that I've told you about this that you will make an Astrologian D&D character?
Maybe?
Maybe.
Possibly? I may. Can I name her Saya?
Yeah.
Cool.
You could just play your Final Fantasy XIV character.
I might.
don't give a shit. You could be Saya Tokikaze
Kinda
from the
want
land of Doma.
No, I kind of just wanted to get it. Why?
Why you do this
What?
ridiculous stuff?
I don't know. I just thought it would work
Why
out.
you do? Oh, hi, Mark.
Who's Mark?
Oh, you know, he's like my best friend. Haha.
What about me?
No, he's Mark. He's Mark, though.
Fuck you, bro.
You found the enemy's weak.
Mark man.
Wait, don't fart. Do not fart. These ridiculous. It's disgusting, man.
Have you ever been to like? Have you ever bought like a whole toilet?
No. Have you ever had a man approach you and tell you that he's from World War III and he's come to tell you that the chickens are alive and that you should run?
I mean, why would they not be alive?
I don't know.
For real.
Maybe that rabbit in your garden is killing them.
We killed that bitch.
Did you kill that rabbit?
No. He ran away.
Oh.
We killed like chipmunks. Oh my gosh, I should tell you this story.
Tell me the story.
My
I just spent
sister's
like
fiance.
30 minutes telling you my D&D
That's
stories.
fine. It was interesting. Okay, so it's his garden basically. It's like his baby, and he takes care of it. So he realized, oh my god. Can you tell me the Minotaur 3's weaknesses?
Minotaur 3 is weak to nothing. He neutralizes strike and reverses Bufu.
Cool.
But guess what? He's not weak or resistant to light or dark. You could insta-kill him. Maybe.
I'm not going to. Anyway. So we had these little chipmunks, like, going in the garden and eating shit. That's why we didn't have a lot of cucumbers and shit.
Will work.
Mm-hmm.
So
Help me.
he went to get some traps for them. And he was at the store and he was like, yeah, I need some stuff to get rid of chipmunks. And they were showing him these traps and stuff.
One enemy left.
And then, and he was like, no, I just want to kill him. Give me the things that kill him. So, they give him these, like, pellets that, like, just, if you eat them, you die, basically. They're like poison.
Yeah.
So, I guess he put a few out, but he left, like, the bottle of them on, like, the porch. The front porch.
Yeah.
And then one of the chipmunks decided to, like, they were really hungry, apparently. They chewed through the bottle or whatever and ate all of them.
That chipmunk is like ultra dead.
Guy seems tired.
That's
Oh
not
no.
good.
That's real bad.
That's real bad. Yeah. So, and I think he saw the chipmunk with like its mouth full of food or whatever. It was like, "You dead, boy." It was pretty funny.
Yeah. You might want to just go to the
Yeah,
boss.
I may go.
At this
Everyone's
point.
gonna get tired at this point.
Yeah. One person tired, you might be able to deal with it.
What sucks is it was Mitsuru, actually.
Well, she's gonna be on heal support. Everybody's gonna be on heal support, so it's all right.
I don't know how I'm gonna get past these guys without fighting.
You could always run in the minute, once you get into the fight.
Yeah.
Oh shit! How are you gonna go back and heal?
Fuck.
You need to use items.
I need to No, I need to save though.
Oh yeah.
If I lose once, I'm fucked.
That's bad. Will she just leave like instantly?
Yeah. She'll leave.
Fuck.
God damn it, I knew I was fighting too much. I shouldn't have done that. Oh my god, this guy needs to fuck off.
You might have to just go back and like get Aegis, I guess, and put her on heal support. I don't know.
This wasn't even the right way. Fuck. I gotta fight that guy.
We'll run at the start of the fight.
We might need to do another day.
You really don't want to.
It's not a big
Like,
deal.
risk- It's not a big deal because we do have.
I can
plenty
take
of
the time
days.
to grind also.
We just what we would need to do is just pick a day that we're not going to go see Mutatsu.
Yeah.
So if you
I
want,
can-
you
I can
just
get up to
keep
one.
fighting and.
Well, I'll get up to
You can-
160 for right now. Well,
Well, you-
actually no, because she's gonna have to go away. All right, we'll fight
Well,
a
you
little
need to
bit
get
more.
You need to, yeah. You may as well just fight and get everybody tired then,
Yeah. All right.
and just
I mean, we
gain
don't
some
do a whole
levels.
lot of night anyway, so it's not a huge deal. We can just come back
Let's
in.
just pick days that we're not going to go see Mutatsu. That's all.
Yeah.
In
Okay.
fact, I will look ahead. I'm pretty sure Mutatsu is only available Thursday through Sunday. Yeah, Thursday through Sunday. So Monday through Wednesday. Any day.
What the fuck?
on
Are you
that.
guys wearing pajamas? Can you look up the weakness for these guys?
Wondrous Magus.
Do you see these pajamas?
Yeah, look at these pajamas.
So dumb.
Bananas in pajamas. They're weak to Agi.
Perfect. Oh yeah, I don't have any magic left. I should probably use them.
Dude, have you
an
heard
item.
that fucking Pokemon DX Gale of Darkness song? Where just
mean
it's
XD?
fucking like Mirror Bees. Yeah, XD.
Yeah.
Where it's Mirror Bees fighting theme, and he's like, it's like seriously close to Bananas in Pajamas.
Is it? Oh my god.
Yeah, it is. It's like dun 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 dun. And this
420.
Bananas Pajamas is Bananas in Pajamas.
Oh
We're
yeah, I do
going
remember
down the
hearing
stairs.
his song. Oh, excuse me.
Dun 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 dun
So-
dun 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 dun.
Ah, that sucks. I'm gonna have to use an item.
So this next week is exams.
Yeah.
So unless everybody's cool on Monday, probably won't be a good idea.
We got
so
20 days.
yeah, we'll probably have to go on October.
I got a sword hand.
Probably have to go on October 20th. Or October 19th.
Can I get a
So
reading?
Conviction Sword is weak to Garu,
Okay.
as it is made of earth.
What day are we on?
We're on October 9th,
Okay, that's fine.
so it won't be, for another... What is that, 20 days? Or 11 days, excuse me.
Yeah.
Easy.
I can't believe I'm this tired.
Cool.
Hiko Senpai seems tired.
Thanks, Fuka.
That was literally one fight after the other. They got tired.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to try and get 52 at least. So I need 6,000.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
You could probably do that.
Three of them. Strike first. That was too easy. You must be getting tired.
Hey, I'm tired.
Hey, we did it.
My skill level.
I can still do this, though.
Maybe.
It's just risky at this point.
Alright, I'm just gonna find a cool $685 in here.
Yeah. I mean, look how much
Just
money
a-
I got. It's quite a bit of money, actually.
It's fine. It's really good though.
Yeah?
Like, that's some cool shit.
You know what else is some cool shit? An ice pop.
Yeah.
That was too easy.
Sure.
Why not?
These are both bad. Do I have that? I think I do.
Maybe? I think you do, yeah.
Fuck them. Actually. I don't know, actually, because didn't we have, like, a gray one?
Then get it.
Yeah, I guess so.
We're gonna go back soon anyway.
Yeah. Modman!
Mob.
Modman!
Well, man's such a cool guy.
He's such a cool guy, man. Can we just go back to that question you asked about, like, which persona you would get and just make it Mothman?
You can do that.
I'm doing
I'm gonna
it.
keep mine.
Mothman. Who's back here? Oh, it's just a fucking limbo. Mothman.
I'll keep mine. Yamata no Orochi's pretty cool.
Mothman. Ooh. That's risky. Am I willing to risk? Yes. I'm gonna do it. I'm fucking stupid, but I'm gonna do it. Just gotta make sure I don't fuck it up. No. Don't trust that. Okay, I trust that.
I've been waiting for this.
Look at fucking Akihiko's dumb face.
You know,
Kill him.
he's just real excited about killing shit.
Yeah, he's really excited.
He loves killing things.
That didn't give as much as I thought it would. Medical powder. And a whole lot of nothing in that room. Cool, I like this game a lot. Oh, I thought this was... I got this game confused with Cold Steel. Because you can skip animations.
Enemy to go.
That's the last one.
Here at Atlas, we want you to enjoy the hard work that our developers put into the scenario, writing, and animations of our games.
Yeah, but
How
like,
dare you fucking try to skip our shit?
Yeah, but like that game lets me just press start and I can skip it. And it's really cool because it's still a really long game, and like every time I do an S break, I don't need to see the whole like animation, even though it's very nice. Don't need to force me to watch it because it's such a great game. You know what else is really great about that game? If you're in a battle and you have support members, like party members not in your party, like not in your active battle party, they still get full amount of experience. You know, why can't any other game do that?
A lot of games do that.
Not a lot of games do that.
More games need to do it, but a
yeah.
lot of games do it.
But like, Tokyo Mirage Sessions didn't do that.
No. No Shin Megami Tensei game does that.
Yeah, that's the problem, Atlas. Oh, are you gonna be smart? Holy shit. Good job.
Now look at him. He's growing. It's like watching your child do good at math.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, I gotta be close. $700?
Like maybe one or two more fights.
Yeah. Also need to find the fucking stairs. There they are. Look around a little bit more. No boy. I don't want a boy. Okay, fuck it. We'll get it. We'll get it on the next floor. You know what would be really funny? If we got a game over right now. That would just be hilarious.
Wouldn't it? I would love that.
I would love that too if that just happened. That would just be so fucking funny. So funny. Just like my entire life. So funny. Not in a good way.
Haha, it's so funny.
Thanks, baby.
You know, oh, it's so good.
You're my prey. I found you. Pajama Man.
Strike first.
Pajama Sam.
You found the enemy's
What great games those were. I was more
never
of
got to
a
play those.
of that
What an easy win.
fish game and the purple car game.
Yeah.
I don't think I
Fucking
ever played Pajama
Putt-Putt?
Sam. Yeah, putt.
I didn't get to play Pajama Sam. I played Putt Putt, and I played
Fish game, right? Or someone else?
No, I didn't play Fire
Fire
Fish.
Boost.
I played Putt Putt. I
Was it
remember
the
a lot of
Fox
Putt-Putt.
game or whatever?
They were all no, all the games that I got to play were all like demos though. I never got to play the full game
Oh.
because one, our computer was bad, and two, my parents didn't buy video games for us that often.
I think we're good.
The way that I played most game was renting them, and aren't you like? Didn't you want to get to 53 or was it just 52?
No, it's 52.
Okay.
I just want that one level up. Do you want to just go do it right now?
No. Don't wanna.
Don't want to fucking. Don't want to fucking.
Don't wanna Fucking.
Don't wanna fuck it. Ooh. It's your next big hit.
Yeah. Later, guys.
Hey, how you doing? All right. So we did pretty good. Got pretty far. Do you want to keep going or you want to stop for right now?
We can keep going. I don't care. It's only been, well, it's been 2.5 hours. Wow. Damn.
Yeah, we were in there for a while. It's gonna be fun cutting that up. Not too tired?
I'm fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
Alright. Play a little bit more. Bye, Ken.